consider, there are 4 types of conditional sentences in English. They are zero conditional, first conditional, second conditional, and third conditional sentences. It is important to use the correct structure for each of these different conditional sentences because they express varying meanings. Pay attention to verb tense when using these different conditional modes because all of these conditionals have different verb tense. Conditional sentence has 2 parts. We have the if clause, which is the condition, and the main clause, which is the result. But it can also be arranged beginning with the main clause followed by the if clause. Okay, let's look at each of these different types of conditional sentences in more detail. Let's begin with the use of zero conditional sentence. So as I said, if condition first and then followed by the result. And then remember that in the if condition, the verb should be in the present, and in the result, the verb should also be in the present form. Okay, in our example, if you hit ice, that is the if clause, that's the condition. It melts, that's the main clause, and that's the result. What will happen if you hit ice? Of course, the result is it melts. Take a look at the verb in the if clause. The verb is hit, it is in the present form. And the verb in the main clause is melts, it is also in the present form. So both verbs in the if clause and in the main clause should be in the present form. Okay. If can be changed to when without changing the meaning. So we can use when instead of if. For example, when people eat too much, they get fat. So instead of saying if people eat too much, they get fat, you use when. Okay. People die when they don't eat. Okay, that's another example. So we can use when instead of if, and it does not affect the meaning of the sentence. Okay? Okay, you know the form already. Now the question is, when do we use the zero conditional? Okay, zero conditional is used when the result is always true, always happen, and it is a fact. Is it true that if you touch a fire, you get burned? Okay. Is it also true that if you walk in the rain, you get wet? You cannot deny that those things are true and those are facts. So that's how we use the zero conditional tense when the result is always true. Okay. Okay, here are other examples of zero conditional tense. If babies are hungry, they cry. Okay, you notice that the verbs are in the present form. When you press the button, the doorbell rings. Okay, in this one is an example of how you can make use of when instead of if. Okay, and another one is snakes bite if they are scared. This is an example of how you can exchange the position of the main clause and the if clause. Okay, so I hope the lesson is very clear, and if you have any question, you can write down your question in the comment box, and I am very willing to answer your question. I hope you're going to watch the second part of this series of conditional sentences. Thank you very much for watching, and God bless you.